Welcome to this solution video. If you like this video, please share with your friends, like this video and subscribe to my channel. Let me go to question number 1. A part says it is given that P star Q is a relation so that it is equal to P square plus 2PQ minus Q square. Then prepare a table for the results when P is between -3 and 2, both not included, and Q is between -3 and 3, not included. So let's make a table for this. That means we should know what are the options for P and what are the options for Q. Okay, so let me write P first. So this will be P from -3, but it's not included and they are integers, so -2, then -1, 0, 1 and 2. Same, Q will be in this direction, which will be again same, -2, -1, 0, 1 and 2. And star is the relationship between them, and we will apply this relation with each one of them. Let me do 2 or 3 for example, rest you can do yourself. So let me do this -2 and -1. That means this particular cell, this one. Okay, so P square, P is -2 in this cell, so -2 square, then 2PQ, 2 times -2, and Q is -1, then minus Q square, Q is -1, and this will be 4, positive 4 that is, and then it will be -4 and positive 4 rather. There are 2 negatives here, so it will be positive. 2 times 2 is 4, and this will be +1, so minus will remain, but the other minus will become positive. So 4 plus 4 is 8, 8 minus 1 is 7. So here we will fill up 7. Let me do one more, this 1 and this 0. That means I will fill up this particular cell. So it will be P square plus 2PQ, that P is 1, 0, minus 0 square. So what will that be? 1 plus 2 times 1 is 2. Yeah, so 3. Here we will get 3. And one last, let me do 2 and 2, the last one, this one. So it will be 2 P square. P square is 2 square plus 2PQ minus Q square. So 2 square and 2 square will cancel out. We'll get 8. And this is how I will fill up the whole table. So the table is complete now, and let me go to B part. If -2 star P star 2 is -7, find P. So there is something star 2 is -7, and that's something we can get from the table. And -7 is here. Second number should be -2. Here the first number P is P is 2, right? So this one we will take. That means the first number is -1. So this can be written as -1 star 2 equal to -7. Compare, and by comparing it means that -2 star P equal to -1, this -1, because this two, -7, -7, they are equal. Now we'll have to see that -2 star what gives you -P. They have used the same alphabet P 2 times. I think we should have used something else, but the solutions from where I looked at, they used P. So I have used P, but this P is different from general P, this one. Okay, keep in mind. So -2 is here in this column. Where do we get -1? Here. Yeah, and what is Q in that case? That Q becomes P because Q is the second number, right? and that's why negative 2 star 1 is negative 1. And again compare these two, we see that negative 1 negative 1, 2 negative 2 negative 2, so P is 1. This is how we can answer this question. Okay, next solve this exponential equation. So let me write it properly. 2 to the power 2y plus 1 negative 5 2 to the power y plus 2 equal to 0. So you can see here 2 to the power y, and here also it is 2 to the power y somehow. Let's convert this one into 2 to the power y so that we can assume it equal to something else. So this plus 1 must go first. Can I write this like this? 2 to the power 2y multiplied by 2 to the power 1. I separated because the exponents are adding. That means we can use this particular identity of exponents. So normally we use from here to here, but this one is reverse. If something adding, we can separate them by multiplication with same base, and that's what I've done. 2 and 2 same base, and 2y and 1 separated. Everything else remains what it is. Now I have to separate this 2 and this y, and we will use this identity or formula, you can say. Whenever there's an exponent and another exponent, they multiply. They are multiplying, so I will separate them. But I want 2 to the power y, so I will put y inside and 2 outside. I could have done 2 square and then y, but that would make it the base 4. 2 square is 4. I don't want to make it 4. I want to keep it just like this. And I can put 2 here. This 2 to the power 1, I'll write outside. Minus 5 to the power y plus 2 equal to 0. And now let's say let 2 to the power y is equal to t. So what does our equation become? 2t square minus 5t plus 2 equal to 0. And now you can solve this by simple factoring. 2t square, 2 times 2 is 4, so I can write here minus 4t minus t plus 2 equal to 0. I've separated negative 5 into these two parts because these are the factors of their multiplication. 2 times 2 is 4 and 4 times 1 is also 4. That's why. So let's take 2t common here. So t minus 2 minus 1 t minus 2 equal to 0. So 2t minus 1 and t minus 2 equal to 0. So we get two answers. First, 2t minus 1 equal to 0. This gives us 2t equal to 1. That means t is 1 over 2 half. Similarly, the other one is t minus 2 equal to 0. T is 2. Remind it, t was not the real one. T was our creation. Actual expression was 2 to the power y. And that's what we will write here. 2 to the power y equal to 1 over 2. Or I can write 2 to the power 2 minus 1. Yeah. And now same basis. So equate exponents. So we can write y is equal to minus 1. This is the answer from this part. Here, t is 2. 2 to the power y is 2. So I can write 2 to the power 1. And by same equating the exponents, we can write y is equal to 1. This is second answer. We have solved the exponential equation. Okay, question number 3. If function f is given like this and g is this, right? Find the inverse of g of f and state its domain. Okay. So first of all, let's find g of f. G of f x can be written as g of fx. That means inside g function, make it a parent function, and daughter function will be fx inside it. So let me write g. G is this one. Gx is such that this is arrow 1 over x plus 2. So can I write this as equal to 1 over, in place of x, now we have fx. So fx plus 2. Yeah. So now in place of fx, we will write its value x square plus 2. Plus 2 more. Yeah. This plus 2. So we get 1 over x square plus 4. That is g of fx. Okay. Now, but we want inverse of this. It will make this one little complicated. Let's assume that g of f x is equal to kx, another function. So it becomes easier. Kx equal to 1 over x square plus 4. We have to find inverse of this. Whenever we have to find inverse, first convert kx to y. And now to inverse it, exchange x's and y's. So it becomes x equal to 1 over y square plus 4. And now I have to isolate this y. This will go there and x will come here. So what will we get? Y square equal to 1 over plus 4. Sorry, plus 4 also equal to 1 over x. And now I'll take this 4 there. Y square equal to 1 over x minus 4. Square root both sides. So y, this, because square and square root cancel, y equal to plus and minus 1 over x. And let me write them with same denominator, 4 over x, right? Sorry, 4x over x. It is just 4. So I multiplied it by x and divided by x so that the denominators are same. But we have to write 1 plus or minus, right? We can't write both. If we write both, it does not remain a function anymore. It becomes a 1 to 2 or 2 to 1 relationship, okay? So in such case, we prefer positive, and that's why we will write just positive. Because they have same denominator x, we can write 1 minus 4x divided by x. Now, they're saying state its domain. Let's write its domain first, which is on this, and then we'll see what is being applied to the others. Okay, in this particular domain, x cannot be 0, right? Because if x is 0, it becomes undefined, and that is not a part of the domain. Secondly, the square root of a negative number is not possible. That means 1 must be greater than 4x. Isn't it? That means what can we do? Divide 4 here, divide 4 here. So 1 over 4 is greater than x, or we can write it as x is less than 1 over 4. This is an x. If you want to write x is an element of real numbers, any number, but x cannot be 0 and x has to be greater than, less than 4, 1/4. But let's see if it is applicable here with this. I don't know if examiner expects us to do that. If x is not 0, that is okay, right? If x is anything other than 0, that's okay. That is fine with this one. What about x is less than 1/4? Negative number will be okay. And here also there is no problem with that domain. So this becomes the domain of this particular inverse function. If we try with others, it is working, so that's fine. Next, solve this trigonometric equation. All right. So there's something special about it. It has cos 2x and sin x. So you know that cos 2x, or let's try cos 2a, that is the identity which is equal in terms of sin x. It will be 1 minus 2 sin square a. And that's what we're going to use here so that we can solve this. So 3 remains 3, but cos 2x becomes, according to this, which is 1 minus 2 sine square x minus sine x equal to 0. If we open the bracket, 3 minus 6 sine square x minus sine x equal to 0. Let's change the sign because square 1 is negative, so I want to make it positives. So 6 sine square x, that means this will become positive as well, sine x, but 3 will become negative because I'm changing the sign of all of them to make the leading coefficient positive. It'll be easier to do that. Let's assume sine x equal to m. So it becomes 6m square minus plus m minus 3 equal to 0, a quadratic equation which we can solve easily now. So 6 times 3 is 18. Factor 18 such that we get 1. Yeah. So 9 times 2, 6 times 3. So now it's not working. That means we will have to use quadratic formula. So quadratic formula is what? Minus b plus minus square root b square minus 4ac over 2a. So it will be minus 1 plus minus 1 square minus 4 times 6 times minus 3, 2 times 6 minus 1 plus minus 1 plus 24 times 3, 72 over 12, which is okay. So if I use this as plus, I get 0.6287, and if I use negative, I get negative 0.7953. These are the values of m, right? But m was sine x. So this becomes our new equation now. Sine x is equal to 0.6287 and sine x equal to minus 0.7953. Since it's positive and we have to give answer in 0 to 360. That means sine can be in this quadrant or this quadrant. So find sine inverse positives, this thing will get this acute angle and this acute angle. These two will give us the answer, and that angle will be same for both. In this case I get 38.95 and 38.95 here as well. So the first answer is this. We always start from 0, 38.95. So x1, let's call it x1 is 38.95 degrees. X2 will be again starting from 0 but reaching this line this time, which is 38.95 less than 180 degrees. So which will be 141.05 degrees. Here the same thing. This is negative this time. So what will we do? We'll take the negative quadrants, but we will use sine inverse positive 0.7953. If I use negative in my calculation, it will give me just one angle, which will be either this or this. I want both of them. So I remove negative. I've taken quadrants here. Put sine inverse this in your calculator, and in my case, I got 52.7. So first angle, again we start from 0. First angle will be this one. This is also 52.7. Whatever angle we get, that is always the acute angle between the horizontal line. It was also horizontal line here. Here also it's horizontal line. So from 0 till this line will be 180. So x3, third answer will be 180 plus 52.7 degrees, which is 232.7 degrees. Fourth answer, start from 0 again, go till here. So this one is 360 minus 52.7. So it will be 307.1 3. These 4 are the answer for this equation. Okay, let's move on to the next part, which is question number 5. So this is question number 5. The probability of raining on any day of August is 2/5 independently every day, right? Every day the probability is 2/5. That means probability of rain, or we can say probability of success that it rains, equal to, let's call it P, is 2/5. So the probability of failure to rain, which is Q, is 1 minus 2/5, which is 3/5. Okay. Calculate the probability of raining on 3 days. So 3 days and out of which is not copied here, out of next 6 days. 3 days out of next 6 days. So whenever we have fixed number of sample, and some of them we want success, some of them we want failure, we use binomial distribution. So for A part, we will use binomial distribution. And how do we do that? Total numbers, C, number of success, and then probability of success, same number of success power, and remaining power with the failure. So out of 6, 3 are success, that means remaining 3 are failure. So there will be exactly 3 days it will rain, and 3 days it will not rain. And just carefully put this in a calculator and you get your answer. What I'm getting is 0.275, we can say, in three decimal places. Okay. Number B. None out of the 6 days means it does not rain at all. All 6 days are dry days. So it will be 6, C is 0, 2 to the power 2 over 5 power 0, and 3 to the power 5, all 6 failures. 0 success, 6 failures. We get in this case 0.047. I'm rounding it off to 3 decimal places. C. At least 5 days out of 6. So probability that success is at least 5 days. That means it is equal to or more than 5. Yeah. 5 and 6. Out of 6 days, it can rain on 5 days or 6 days. There are 2 days, 2 possibilities. So that means probability that a success is on 5 days, or whenever we say or, we write plus. Success is on 6 days. So in such case, we'll just write these kind of binomial distribution for each one of them. So this will be 6, C, 5, 2/5, 5, failure is on 1 day. Or all 6 days it rains and 1 day it does not. It will be 6 here and 0 here. So when we use our calculator, it gets 0.036864 and 0.004096. And when we add them, we get 0.04096. That is the probability that it will rain on at least 5 days. Okay, next question. Question number 6. The following data shows the scores of 8 students in their music exam. Calculate the rank coefficient. Pearson's rank coefficient for the data. So these are the students. These are their scores in vocal and their scores in instrument. So let's give them some rank. Let's label this as X and this as Y. So rank in X. What will that be? So number 1 rank is this, yeah. So Rx is 1 here. Okay, done. Now we need to know the difference in ranks, which is Rx minus Ry. So 7 minus 5 is 2, 5 minus 4 is 1, 4 minus 3 is also 1, 0, this is negative 4, 2 minus 2 is 0, this is 0, and this is 0. Next thing we do is we square whatever is the rank to make the negatives positive so that we are not biased towards positive ones. So 2 square is 4, 1 square is 1, 1, 0, 4 square is 16, and then 0, 0, and 0. So sum of all the squares will be 5, 6 plus 16, 22. Total is 22. Now Pearson's coefficient of rank will be R 1 minus sigma 6 sigma d square n square minus 1. So we know everything now. 1 minus 6 sigma d square is 22 over number of data is 8, then 64 minus 1. 8 square is 64 minus 1. 1 minus 132 over 8 times 63, 504. Okay, just put this in a calculator, you get your answer. What I'm getting is 0.73809, which we can round off to 0.738 to 3 decimal places. Okay. Question number 7. Okay, a mass of 18 kg is tied to one end of a weightless string, okay, and whose second end is fixed on a ceiling. Okay, so this is the ceiling and we have a mass of 18 kg. A force of F Newton is used to pull this mass parallel to the ceiling, okay, parallel to the ceiling, so that the string makes an angle of 35 degrees. So the string will go this way. So let me redraw this. This is the ceiling and it makes 35 degrees angle with vertical direction. This is 35 degrees. This is the mass and it is being pulled by a force of F newtons. Find the force F. We have to find force F. This is 18 kg. So its weight will be 180 Newton, right? We take G equal to 10. So weight, which is the force, is M times G. M is 18, G is 10, that's why 180 Newtons. Alright. To find F, let's first write the components of the tension in this one. There will be tension, right? This P part is also asking about tension. So there will be tension on this string. Okay, so because it is making 35 degrees here, that means this is also 35 degrees because they are alternate angles. These lines, this line and that line are parallel, that's why. So this will be, because the angle is here, wherever is the angle is cos component. So it will be T cos 35 degrees. On the opposite side of the string, it will be T sine 35 degrees. So first they are asking us to find F. That means this F in horizontal direction there is no motion, they are in equilibrium. So we will write T sine 35 degrees is equal to F. So we can find F from here, but the problem is we don't know T. So let's see if we can get equation of T in vertical direction. In vertical direction, T cos 35 is there is no other force, this is the only force, yes, equal to 180 degrees. So T equal to 180 divided by cos 35. That we can write here. So 180 divided by cos 35 degrees multiplied by sine 35 degrees equal to F. If we don't want to write them differently, sine over cos is tan. So 180 tan 35 degrees is the value of F. Just put this in a calculator and you'll get your answer. What I'm getting is 126.036. We can round it to 3 significant figures, 126 newtons. Now we can find in B part, tension in the string will be simple 180 divided by cos 35, straightforward. It is 219.7399, which can be written as 220 newtons.